Macy's owns Bloomingdale's, but it also owns a lot of its real estate. And at a conservative estimate, that real estate is worth $6 billion. So that's less than the market cap and actually even less than the offer price here. So I think given that one of the private equity investors that's bidding is a real estate investor, I think the expectation is that value is unlocked there. So that's sort of what they mean when they say it can achieve more as a private company than as a listed one.
I mean, but what can they? Why couldn't Macy's just do this themselves? What is the difference of having a PE owner?
Well, I think it's the leverage, which obviously is a lot more challenging given that interest rates have gone up. And it's also basically being able to sell off the real estate, unlock this value, and not really have to depend on kind of innovative ways to get Macy's to compete with other retailers. So, online, an incredibly challenging landscape, which saw Macy's actually downgrade its outlook this year. And also last quarter, sales fell 7%.
I just can't help but wonder, Manis, does this change the name of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Does it become like private equity parade and it's just, bankers and gilets walking around?
Yeah, I just can't, you know what, I actually can't see private equity continuing to sort of pay for the parade. It's sort of like, what can you cut, what can you trim? Because that's the sort of the historical reference point. One other one, Dasha, we want to touch on is Cigna. Now, they're going to walk away from Humana. I mean, they put a lot of effort into this deal. It was going to be one of the biggest deals of the decade. It means a bigger buyback. That's what they're going to do with the capital. But just put the context around this for us.
Absolutely. So it has been a lot of work already, but they were concerned that it would be even more work, particularly given the regulatory environment. So sources spoke to Bloomberg and said that they're pretty confident that the deal would get through, but that it could add extra expense, extra time, and they weren't willing to deal with it, particularly in the context that Humana's share price has fallen almost 10%, and that there was a gap between the expectation of Humana shareholders and what Cigna was willing to pay at that point.